It's Miss Jenny, and oh my goodness, it's been so long. And um, I mean, I've only done like I think one video through since COVID started. I have probably been the only person who's been really busy since all this began. But I did start a new project, and I wanted to let everybody know about it if you're interested. If you're not, that's okay. And this is really a spontaneous video here, so look at this mess. Yeah, and if it's shaky, I apologize. I don't have a tripod or anything. I'm just holding my phone and doing this. But so as you can see from the title, Confessions of a House Cleaner, I survived abuse, and I did. I actually survived two abusive relationships. One was my mother, and then later on, I married an abusive man, and this was years and years and years ago. It was a long time ago, and I went through a process, um, and I'm much better now. My relationship with Ray that you hear me talk about, we have a good relationship. He doesn't hurt me or anything, but it took me a long time to get to the point where I could trust myself really to be in a relationship like that, and the isolation that has come about with the social distancing and telling people to self quarantine has really, um, excuse me, that was a mosquito, um, has made me think about the children and the significant others who are now stuck in situations where they may not be safe, and the tension that's happening in our climate. This can escalate things. Sorry, I keep hearing a noise behind me. Um, but anyway, so with these things in mind, I started a podcast, and the link is down here if you're interested in that story. I've contemplated putting the content on YouTube, but YouTube is really funny about certain topics, and I just didn't. I have to be careful how I talk. In the podcast, I can be much more open. I don't have pictures of. I don't have pictures of things that happened to me from the past, because it was really actually a very long time ago, over 20 years ago, when it finally ended. The actual abuse ended. The process was a little longer than that, but that's okay. And so I don't have pictures, which is fine. I mean, y'all don't need to be seeing my face all beat up. You can kind of get, if you see my airbag, that's a beat up face. But I didn't have a lot of it, and I just went through the process of healing, but also learning. It was a learning experience for me, and then thinking about the effect that all this had on my children. And so those are the kind of things that I want to talk about, how I dealt with it, what my thought process was. And I just wanted to share it with the people on my channel, if you watch my channel, because like I said, my heart is kind of going out to people that might be in this situation and have a heightened risk because of the social distancing. And also, I just think it's time to talk about it. It's something that I didn't talk about for a long time. It was over, and I just didn't really feel the need. But now I do think I need to tell my story and how I dealt with it, and hopefully I can help somebody. So the podcast is down there. Let me know how you feel about this topic. I mean, nobody likes it, but if you have questions or aspects of it that you want me to talk about, if you want me to cover it on this channel, or if you think I should start another channel, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it if it helps somebody. And that's about it. One other little thing, today is 9/11, and so we do want to remember that event in our history, and just reflect on the things that have happened during that time and how we came together as a country. And there's so many things going on right now, this dividing us politically and socially. And we just want to remember that regardless of whatever your affiliations are, we do live in a really good place as opposed to some of the other places in the world. And I kind of touched on that a little bit in one of my podcasts when I started seeing how far that was reaching, that, there's places in the world where women and children, I say specifically women, but anybody can be abused, but women and children don't have the rights that we have here, don't have the resources we have here, and don't have the protections that we have here. So yeah, in spite of all that, this is still a really great place to live. So anyway, um, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Questions, of course, let me know. And everybody have a safe and happy day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.